Hello friends, welcome back to our channel, Tech Basics Daily. In our last video, we discussed the top 10 Java interview questions. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend you watch it before continuing with this video. The link is available in the description. So, without any further delay, let's get started with the next 10 important Java interview questions. First question: what are the different data types in Java? Java data types specify what type of value a variable can store. They are mainly divided into primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Java has 8 primitive types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, and boolean. Non-primitive data types include string, arrays, classes, interfaces, and objects. Second question: what is a variable in Java? A variable is a named memory location used to store a value in a Java program. Every variable has a data type, name, and value, and its value can be changed during program execution. Third question: what are the different types of variables in Java? Answer: Java has 3 main types of variables: local, instance, and static variables. Local variables are declared inside methods or blocks. Instance variables belong to objects, and static variables belong to the class. Fourth question: what is the difference between local, instance, and static variables? Answer: a local variable is accessible within the method or block where it is declared. An instance variable belongs to an object, and each object can have its own value, while a static variable belongs to the class and is shared among all objects of that class. Fifth question: what is the difference between primitive and non-primitive data types? Answer: primitive data types are used to store simple values directly, such as numbers, characters, and Boolean values. Non-primitive data types are reference types that can refer to objects, such as string, arrays, classes, and interfaces. Sixth question: what is typecasting in Java? Answer: typecasting is the process of converting a value from one data type to another. It is mainly of 2 types: widening casting, which happens automatically, and narrowing casting, which requires explicit conversion. Seventh question: what is the difference between implicit and explicit typecasting? Answer: implicit casting is an automatic conversion performed by Java when converting a smaller compatible type to a larger type. Explicit casting is manually performed by the programmer when converting a larger type to a smaller type. Eighth question: what are operators in Java? What are their types? Answer: operators are special symbols used to perform operations on variables and values. Java supports arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, URI, bitwise, shift, and ternary operators. Ninth question: what is the difference between equals and dot equals in Java? Answer: the equals operator compares values for primitive types and checks reference identity for objects. The dot equals method is generally used to compare the logical or actual content of objects, depending on its implementation. 10th question: what is the difference between break, continue, and return? Answer: break is used to terminate a loop or switch statement, while continue skips the current loop iteration and moves to the next iteration. Return is used to exit from a method and can also return a value. That's all for today's top 10 Java interview questions. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Tech Basics Daily. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video with the next 10 Java interview questions.